welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. Looking back at last week's runners, we had a great weekend with 2 runners and 2 winners. Obviously, we were meant to have a 3rd runner, but unfortunately the races were abandoned due to Dan McGilvray having a fall, and luckily he was cleared of any major injuries and is okay.
Yeah, no, of course it's hard to win the race and then see someone still injured in the background. But luckily for Dan, he's all good. And yeah, in the blink, she done a great job to win. We were expecting her to win well. So work leading up to that was really good. It was a great ride by Noel. Let the speed unfold up front, and then she just finished off really strongly. And she ended up winning pretty easily in the end. And she's definitely got City Great. It was good to see her just go and get that kill out of the way. And there's another race in mind now in a 10 to 14 days' time. There's a couple of options for us, so we'll just pick and choose which is the best option for her. And also, he's the king. Bit of relief, weight off the shoulders to get him to win that race. I was, really wanting to get him to win first up for our new owners, and he's a nice horse. As I said last week, a horse that I've always followed, and I was really happy to see him attack the line. Finished off strongly. 1100 metres is, far short of his best. I think he'll get a mile. Noel gave him a good glowing report after the race as well, so he's a nice horse. Still got plenty to learn. He's still pretty lightly raced, but he's pulled up pretty good, and both will be very hard to beat next up.
And then obviously Jacoby was our other runner that was meant to run on Saturday, but he's now going to go to Toowoomba on Saturday night.
Yep, he'll go around in the 1300 metres on Saturday night. Funny horse. He's definitely got the ability. I just want to see him go and do it now. His work on Tuesday was really good, and he come off the track this morning. He's pinging. He's ready to go. So I think if he can draw well up there, and should get every chance sitting behind the speed or try and run that bit more positive that I wanted to do like last week, I think it'd be hard to beat. It doesn't look like the toughest of races.
Who rides him there?
Still yet to find a rider, as we're still waiting for the nominations to come through. So he'll carry 54, and he should be. I think it'd be hard to beat if he can draw a barrier. It's not really a strong race on paper, just on acceptances, on nominations. But I don't think it'll be too hard of a race. So hopefully he can produce his best, and then off to Gold Coast here on the poly track with Lord Vader. He really disappointed me last start. I thought he'd go to Grafton. He did win. His works was leading up to that run was good. He's definitely got the ability, this horse. He's come on from that run, but in saying, I don't think he really tried that hard in last start. So he's definitely a different horse the last couple of weeks. Blinkers, tongue tie go on. Work on Tuesday was great. Jag rode him on Tuesday, gave him a good report after the gallop. Said, that sort of work should be definitely winning a Gold Coast maiden. It's all up to him now. He's just got to produce what I know he can do. I think this surface will really help him as well. And, I think if he goes up good odds, I think he's definitely worth an each-way play, and I'm pretty much just going to forgive that last start and give him one more chance.
And Jag rides him on Saturday?
Yep, Jag rides him, 57 kilos. I think he can run a good race. I really do. Off his work, he can definitely win. It's just, as I said, he's got to go there now and prove that.
Put it all together.
Yeah, he's got to put it all together.
With just the 2 runners on the weekend, who would be your best bet out of them 2?
I'm going to give Lord Vader another chance. I'm going to stick loyal to him. As I said, his work on Tuesday was good enough to win this race. Let's just hope he can put his best hoof forward, and he can put them away.
And on Monday we headed out to Bow Desert again for some trials, which was great to get all the horses out there. Obviously our first one was an unraced 2-year-old on Perfecto, who definitely trialled much better this time. Still doesn't really know what he's doing, but getting there.
Yeah, he's one of our best 2-year-olds. He's shown that this preparation, he's had a big preparation. He's done a lot in his first preparation with us. He was obviously a breeze-up horse, so he was well-educated coming to our stable. The boys did a good job in purchasing him, and I really believe if he does go to Hong Kong, he'll be a top-class horse over there. It's unfortunate, obviously, to lose him, because I do believe he would have been a really serious horse here in Australia. Even better as a 3-year-old. Once he matures and develops and learns what's racing all about, I do believe he's a horse to follow. So, even if he doesn't race here, he's definitely going to be a horse to keep an eye on over there. We also had a number of other horses.
We had another one was Pangea, who was he's a 3-year-old unraced also.
Yeah, another talented horse. Probably once he learns too, he just needs racing to stimulate him and obviously teach him to grow up. But he was a breeze up horse as well. American Pharaoh, big strong horse. A little bit lazy at times, and then once he gets an urging or a bit of a reminder behind the saddle, he picks up, and that's what he did on Monday. Jimmy gave him a little slap behind the backside, and then once he did that, he picked up really good. He finished off strongly. He'll go to a 1200 Sunday week. Looking forward to getting into a big track like the Sunny Coast. I believe he's a talented horse. We won't see the best of him this preparation, as it's all a learning curve, but he'll be running a big race on debut.
And then we had Catwalk Criminal, which was really exciting to get her back to the trials, as she's had a few setbacks, so it was great to see her out.
Yep, she's a horse that I really do adore. I love her. She's probably my most exciting young horse on the way up. Obviously got Depaw, but he's proven, and she's also proven. She won on debut, but she's had a number of setbacks. She's back now. Her trial the other day was awesome, and she's a top class filly. She looks well. She's feeling good. She possibly will go to the races Sunday week at the Sunny Coast, and if she repeats what she did at the trials the other day and showing us what she's doing, she's going to be ultra competitive first up. She's a lovely horse, and she's definitely the one horse I'm very excited about to see what she can do in the future.
And then we had Depaw and Hodson went around in the same jump out together.
Yeah, they were good. Hodgie was great. Kept him fresh. First up, he was good. He stuck on good. Barely moved really on him, Carl, but Big D come flashing down the outside under a stranglehold. He's come back bigger. He's come back better. Just going to see how he is over the next week and start to plot a path, which we've got one in mind at the moment. But I just want to see how he pulls up over the next week. Might give him one more trial leading into it, his first up run, but he looks well. Jimmy's first sit on the horse, and he said he's pretty awesome. He's like a good car. Just once he accelerates, it's hang on. But he sort of didn't really get out of second gear the other day. Picked up those horses, and there's some handy horses in the jump out too. So I'm excited to get Big D back soon and look out wherever he goes.
And then we had Beauty Legacy and Circling in the
Yep.
next one.
Beauty was good, and Circling was he sort of run out of puff late. It was probably a little bit far for his first official trial back, but he did it easy sort of. But then with about 100 to go, Carl thought he was going to let down, just blew out a bit, but he'll come on a lot from that. He's another trial into him before going to the races, and Beauty Legacy will also have another trial going to the races, going to get him fit, and he's starting to look really good, Beauty, and I just keep thinking in the back of my head it was just a complete forgive first up, so looking forward to getting him back to the races really soon.
And then our last one for the day was Data Patch.
Yes, he's good old Data. He's a bit of a weirdo, but he's got so much ability. And even Jimmy feels like he's come back a different horse. His preparation, he was a lot more relaxed in the barriers. Cruised in behind him. He was the same. He just went around for a look around, and Jimmy said I didn't ask him for any effort whatsoever, and for him to finish second and do it the way he did. I'm really excited to see where he goes, his preparation. He is the sort of horse I reckon could run on in a Cox Plate and run fifth, and then I reckon he could go back to a maiden at Wagga or somewhere and get a beat. So he's that sort of horse. But I know when he does put it together, he's a serious animal. But it's just which Data Patch wants to show up. But a lovely horse. He's a beautiful animal to do anything with, and we love having him around the stables.
So hopefully we can find you a winner on the weekend, and obviously really stay tuned coming in the next few weeks, because we've got some really nice horses coming out to the races.
Yeah, some exciting couple of weeks coming up, and looking forward to getting some of the younger generation through to the races, and good luck, and hope you have a great weekend.